Right, let's get this show on the road. To the east, man, to the east. Alright, so we climbed up. We're set up. Here we are on top of where I wanted to get to. My car is way down there. So, sun should be rising up here, but I still believe that there's going to be a bank of clouds stopping the best of the light, but maybe when it breaks up a little bit higher. Just to talk a little bit about the shot quickly. I was originally pointing kind of in towards the bay and round, but I think that a lot of this now is going to be in darker shadow once the sun rises, so actually I have repointed my camera out this way, and actually in the distance here is mainland Scotland. So what we're hoping for is, I'll fine tweak this a little bit. As you can see, there is a lot of cloud on the horizon, but hoping that these rocks are going to take on some of that foreground or some of that beautiful light. So, talk a little bit about the settings. Let's just take a look. So I'm shooting at f11. Well, I would be shooting at f11 if I had the lens on manual aperture. I plan to be shooting at around f11. I'm shooting with a 3-stop ND grad. What I may do as well is put a 4-stop ND filter on as well. Even though we're quite a bit distance away from the waves, a couple of second exposure may just smooth that out a little bit more. And there's an ever so slight movement in the clouds. So again, just giving a little bit of dynamism in those clouds. Right, time to focus on the shot. Oh, to have a big long zoom lens. You probably will see this here, but one of the little islands out here, a better geography, is just getting, is it egg, is it rum? It's one of those. But it's just literally getting lit up by the sunlight, which I believe is just about to break through yon distant clouds. There's a little leading line of the sunlight just on the water. If that sun manages to break through, I'm going to ramp up my aperture, step down to about f16, just to get those sparkly goodness. Hang on a minute, I'm not a sparkly photographer. I like storms and rain and shh, don't tell anyone. I like the odd sparkly sunrise as well. I also have to be careful that I don't get too excited and step back and fall over. Otherwise, the rabid sheep will have me. Things us landscape photographers have to do. Looking around the frame. Actually, at the moment, all I'm doing really is just playing about with compositions. The light, it's okay, just not that much on in the foreground. But what I was doing was looking around the frame on the beautiful Fuji and noticed some sheep poo. So I looked around for a pokey stick to poke said sheep poo out of the way. Pokey stick. So I did what any self-respecting landscape photographer would do. Picked up the sheep poo and threw it away. Thankfully it was a few days old sheep poo, so I'm scarred. So I've come back down to sea level again. Light is still toying with us. It's quite nice actually, it's quite a subdued light. is I've come down to sea level. Just kind of playing about a little bit with the sort of natural grass path, heading up to Fairhead. That's the peak here, and you can see there's just a little bit of detail coming into the cliff face. That's obviously the sunlight. I was joined about 2 minutes ago by a little stoat. Kind of kept popping his head up around here somewhere. He stroke she may come back and help out. This YouTube channel is fast becoming kind of talks for the animals, I reckon. Ooh. Yeah, this subtle light just coming through there. I'd love to shoot this way. I think there's more dramatic goings on here, but it's just a lot of nothing. I think maybe there's more here. So I'm shooting this actually with a black and white film simulation. I'm shooting in RAW. Technical details, f11. It's about a 25th of a second, ISO 200. And again, 3-stop ND grad, tilted, mostly to hold sort of the brighter areas up here. In post I may play about with Silver FX Pro, some colour filters, just to bring out some more of the detail in that sky. So, still down at Murlough Bay, still looking for compositions and hoping that rocks that size don't fall on my head. Oh, look at that! Oh, there's something just nice going on there on that cliff face. Right, action stations are needed. So that sun's just now starting to finally get above those clouds. Now, still relatively soft light. It's only around 9 AM. So I'm going to go back to some of my original viewpoints, maybe, and see how they work. It's quite nice actually. The sun was just kissing the cliffs again, really crying out for a sort of medium range zoom, sort of watch this space, I guess. Right, yeah, there's still sort of some subdued cloud just helping to mask the really strong brightness of the whoa, almost went to a chicken there. Just the little subtle differences of light really are just helping to bring out some of those little minute details. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this away, put this over my shoulder, and go looking for more compositions. Tripods or precarious edges is one of them. Something leaked, and now I've got soggy, maybe not soggy sandwiches. Dry bag may have worked. I have, however, got a soggy banana. And as much as you don't want cruff in your picture, you don't want a soggy banana, trust me. Son of a... Soggy banana or not, it's redeemed itself by giving me a good cuppa. quite jubbly. When the light changes, you got to be prepared to go for it. Oh, gorgeous. So sometimes you just need to leave everything behind. I was just about to scarper into the car, which is there, and literally, now it's a bit more pronounced now, but there was just little pockets of light just illuminating the tips of the cliffs and the bark of these trees and the odd kind of tuft of grass. So there's no filters involved, there's no tripod involved. You just gotta run and do it. So scarpered up here, of course scarpered up here only with the X100C, which was lovely. Look at there it's happening again. I'm not sure how well this will pick this out, but oh, it's just about there. There it is there. Just this little area here just gets illuminated in certain at times. It's just beautiful. So the X100T, 35mm field of view, gorgeous. Quite liked some of the compositions that I was getting there, albeit running about like a crazy man. When am I not? But then ran back down the hill again to go get the 10 to 24. I think I found someone's cave as well. I think I found a man cave. There seems to be remnants of a man cave at least. Maybe they're coming back. Oh, more gannets. Absolutely gorgeous.